Okay, welcome back to Taco Bowler Gaming. My name is Taco Bowler, and we are playing as Italy. And in between times, I have taken a look at my navy, and I have reorganized it based on some of the guides that I have seen for navy combat. Namely, we're going to have combat fleets that will jet out and attack. Then we have patrol fleets, and we have convoy raiding fleets. And right now we're going over here because I legitimately think it's not a terrible idea to see if we can't knock on the door of some of these nations over here. So I'm going to do so. And I did not reorganize the planes, and I think that's ultimately okay for now. For now, we're just going to sit here. Although 400, we can move to there. Go ahead and move all my planes down there. It will be just fine. And then these four ships should head off to join their appropriate fleets. So with only enough naval invasion, right? You can only do 10 right now. I think that it is most wise to not attack Saudi Arabia, but to attack Yemen. And just be able to get my full army over here to the land border, and then we'll attack Saudi Arabia from there. So we're going to do this. It's going to take 235 days and 47 political power. I think it will be okay. Although we could actually, come to think of it, there is no reason we can't attack Oman instead. If we're going to do a naval invasion, might as well just attack Oman. We have the fleet to deal with that, so actually we should attack Oman. It'll take the same, and that's 2 oil, and then a larger border with Saudi Arabia. It'll be just great. So you, now, I am going to take your, well, are there mountains over here? Let's look at terrain map. That's one of the things, right? Desert. Desert, desert, desert. There is a mountain in Saudi Arabia. And in Yemen, for that matter. And we'll keep you at full. Keep you at full capacity. We are going to Navy invade from here to... their capital is going to be well defended. But if we don't land on their capital, then we have a problem with supply. But maybe if we just land here, we can do that. And that should have 10, right? 10 divisions. For sure. Want to make sure that the Alpines are not a part of this original plan. So we're just going to have them do a fallback line. And one of them was. So let's find, you know, anything here. See if that increases. There's 9. Let's just go with this, maybe this division. There we go. So there's a good 10 divisions. Now they'll be done planning long before, you know, we have to worry about anything with that. So we should be okay with all of this. And these guys can stand down, and we can get some oil, or yeah, we can get some fuel going. And as we get closer to the invasion of Oman, we can revamp their situation. I do have my patrol navies patrolling a lot of land, or I guess sea, and these guys not, so we'll see. As we get closer to wartime, we will deal with that. Also, I'm very aware that I get to send certain amounts of units, right? So let's go ahead and get a new field marshal. Apparently, they don't want us to plan very well. I think this is going to be... Well, yeah. I guess we'll just make you a field marshal then. And I'll get a new general. Alright, so let's get a new general. Max entrenchment. You know what? You seem to be the best. And I'm going to actually put you here. Because I want to send you off to Spain to get experience. Although we do have some more here. This still has the planning speed. But I guess you're not horrible. We can at least begin to plan the field marshal aspect of you. And let's see, division recovery rate can be done. Organization first. I don't think either of those are really needed right now. So I think this will work. And we're going to send him off to Spain whenever that fires. And that should be okay. So, yeah. We'll go ahead and hit unpause. And we will continue down the line. Construction's going well. We've already completed a factory, and we're going to get more once the national focus is done. And then after that, probably we go ahead and do the Ethiopia one, or the Victory in Africa, whatever it was. And actually, I am going to delete this, and I'm going to build some escort ships, maybe some destroyers, because I don't have enough patrol. So I think building destroyers is a good idea. And I want to build like 5 of them. So I think that's a better idea right now. That battleship will take some time, and that's perfectly fine. We now have steel. We have 6 of it. Okay. I guess we'll just have steel. And it'll be okay. Now let me look at this while we're kind of just waiting. Italy first is, let me pause because that's a research. That's when we can create a faction. So that's when we want to do that, but I think that this is just the Pact of Steel. I am not wanting to go crazy in this campaign just yet, so I think that's not something we're going to worry about. We do want to get this one going for sure, and we do want to get those 2 for sure. But yeah, I think Pact of Steel is fine. We can get claims with France. That's not a bad idea. That's a good place to head off toward. Let's figure out what the research was. Oh, we have 2 researches that are done. That's 1938. That's fine. We could do these things, but right now that's not a major concern. Do the improved artillery. Do a land doctrine. But I think that we need to do this one. We do construction. Yeah, I think we'll do construction here. And then there's a possibility that we'll be faced with actual bombing threats, but I think that we're still going to do concentrated industry first. We'll hit that up and do that well, do that quickly. So I hope you are enjoying Hearts of Iron 4. If you are, please like, comment, and subscribe. That will really help me know that we're doing well. We have some military factories. Let's go in here and see what we're short on. We're short on support equipment most. Let's go ahead and get some more of that. It has some aluminum usage, but we have plenty of aluminum. So we will make that happen. And we have some dockyards free. One of our ships got done. That's not what we want. Let's go ahead and do that, and that's only 3 steel short. That's going to be okay. Now, so for this national focus, then, we just want to be ready for support National Spain when that happens. Even though I'd love to get down there, we're still going to triumph in Africa for now. And then we'll move toward that research slot again. We speak against Oman. The future belongs to us. There's no world tension. Taking Ethiopia didn't give any world tension? Seems strange. Now, I do want to take everything that's not... There we go. Everything that's not there, we're going to move you all down here to prepare for moving into Oman after we take Oman. But the only port is actually their capital, so it might just be those 10 units get to go for it completely. I'm not sure. It's June, so I think Spain's actually pretty late for the Civil War. I hope the Civil War actually happens. It'd be weird if it doesn't. I don't know if that's a thing. We've completed the light tank. So yeah, that's nothing going on there. We could do this. The radio. Radio or artillery or land doctrine. Or, of course, you know, field hospitals, things like that. I think we'll come back to those. I don't usually build synthetic refineries. It's the only thing about that. Do the improved artillery. And we will change up the tank. Improved stuff. Uses some more steel. But I am still defiantly not trading for it. Production at this point is not that big of a deal for me. We're not facing major countries. We're not deploying troops yet, so... we're not worrying about that just yet. I'm trying to keep hold of my civilian factories so that I can build more of them as quickly as possible. But, you know, when you do have some of that... Yeah. Take one of the dockyards off. Put it on destroyers. We do have a reserve here. It is a submarine. So you can go to that submarine. task force. And we have our fleets out. So actually that's using up all of our stuff here. So you all go home. But make sure your home is like down here. Somewhere. Hopefully that works. Yes, it did. Good. I can modify my government. What do I want to do? Let's look at our military high command that we have. Motorized attack. Okay. Capital ship attack and capital ship armor. This is really, really good, but we don't need it yet. We're going to have a lot of infantry, so that's not a bad idea. Of course, this is really good too. Naval theorist, rocket scientist, okay. We're not doing armor yet. We don't need any of those yet. We can build up fascism. Ooh, that's really good, but I wonder if he's going to go somewhere. Political power gain, ideology. Ooh. Ooh. I'm going to do this guy. And hopefully that doesn't bite me with some event, because he's almost too good to be true. Level stuff. Alright, we have triumphed in Africa. So we could go for this kind of stuff. Claims on Yugoslavia. So if we went to attack, we could attack. Or we could just befriend them. I'm going to leave that there, and we're going to do this one. That gives me 4 military factories. The U.S. Congress has passed the Neutrality Act. It's always something you could do as well, as you could start influencing the U.S. very early to try and get them to keep them from joining the Allies, which is one thing they did in my first Italy campaign. The games are concluded. The Olympiad has happened in 1936. I believe that was in Berlin. There is a military factory. I think these are being repaired in Ethiopia or something, because I'm not building them. But, yeah, so artillery is what we're missing. So that's what we wish to do. So, this should... I mean, I'm hoping this is a good idea. Maybe I should have tried to attack Yugoslavia. I don't know. We do apparently outnumber them. Though he's a bit worried about the enemy. It's roughly equal forces. And if someone can help me out with when I start getting better, we actually are consuming fuel. What are we consuming fuel on? None. Okay, so we're not. How long? Only about 40 days or so. Alright, industrial effort is done. That means we want to head toward extra research slot. Ooh, that's a good one too. Forts on the French border. That'll help. Now we have 4 more military factories. I mean, at this point we have to kind of do that, don't we? We do have to allow ourselves to spend some steel. Let's go ahead and put them... No, because that's rubber. Put them there, and we will go ahead and trade for steel. Fine. We want to trade with the Germans. The future belongs to Italy. Oman, you will give in. And we have some research that is done. In fact, all of our research is done at once. Well, that's intriguing. So obviously we do that one. We're going to go ahead and do radio. And I'll go ahead and do field hospital. And I think... do a land doctrine? Oh, we do have 1936 Navy research. Okay. Let's do cruisers and destroyers first. The details of this one. Okay. So this one is a lot bigger. So therefore probably a lot costlier. Although this one actually has better attack. Research that. I've never really worried about the Navy, so that's new to me. I can make decisions, probably is what that was about. Oh, here we go. The Spanish Civil War has begun. And I think I have to have this first. No, I don't. We're 17 of 70 days. All right. Send volunteers. I am allowed 2. Thought I was allowed 3. And actually not have that line. So we'll send volunteers here. And I'm going to just bet that National of Spain won't win in like 5 seconds. No, it's not worth it. We're going to undo... We're going to stop this one. End our 17 days of progress. We're going to flip over to support National of Spain. Oh, we actually only lost 7 days of progress, so that's good. So let's see. They will arrive on the 7th of November. Let's see what I have to do here. So this one, it has to be done. They get... Okay. If I wanted to form my own faction, I could try and get Spain and Portugal in it, but this was just about getting this, and then we go back. Alright, so my 2 tanks are here. Once again, this is kind of like what we did with Germany. We're going to try and help out down in the south, mostly. And that's not a bad guy. I think some more political advisors is still a good idea. Yeah, let's get non-core manpower up and running, and we have another military factory. Okay. We'll go ahead and put them in towed artillery. So we're going to be fighting a war, I think. We're just going to go ahead and do this. Back to there. It's interesting that we have some red. Not really sure why. See how long we have for Oman here. Yeah, just a few days. Alright, so this is exactly what I was hoping. They have not stopped that. I'm hoping to just cut straight through here. And my justification for Oman has completed. So we're going to declare this war. We have no allies to call in. And I'm going to deal with all of this in the... Oh no, the volunteer forces are in transfer. I don't want that. That's interesting. Okay. Well, I supported you. But I'm going to deal with all this in the next episode. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I will see you next time.